Today's February 27th, and we're just going to show you the test results because the water has no fish in it. I had fish that died last fall in my aquaponics system. The smell got kind of rancid, and so I turned on the bubbler and the pump, got everything set up, and I've been letting it cycle for about 10 days. So I pulled the dead fish out and got the water thawed out, and I've got a like a cattle trough heater, safe for plastic. That's the particular one I bought, and it keeps the water about 40 degrees. So the greenhouse air is right around 32 in the mornings, middle of the day. Well, 32 to 34 the coldest part, and then in the middle of the day the greenhouse air temperature is right about somewhere between 50 and 60. So anyways, here's my test results after 10 days of cycling, and I didn't check it to see what it was at, but it smelled really bad, so I'm sure I had high ammonia. This one here is my ammonia test, and so I'm just going to try and line it up. You can see I'm on, kind of the danger zone here. We're probably between the 2 and I think maybe closer to the 4, so probably 3 parts per million. I think that would kill fish if I put them in it. And then this one here is my nitrite test. And so you got to remember, I've been cycling for 10 days just running the pump. And look at this bad boy. Even though it's getting down to 30, 34 degrees at night, we're making nitrites. And like I said, the smell had cleared up, so that kind of clued me that we have some kind of bacteria growing. But definitely, you follow this down, and I'm somewhere between 2 and 5 parts per million. So I'm not going to put any fish in because I think it would kill them. The water looks clean, but it's just not worth it quite yet. And then this one is my nitrate test, and right here we're about 20 parts per million. So what I could say is, when I know the water's like that, it's safe to start with some plants. And this one here is my pH level, and amazingly enough, it's actually pretty low. I'm about 7.6. Now, when I started my system, when I winterized it, it's about a 250 gallon system. I took it down to just the tank, so I had between 120 and 150 gallons, and I dropped the water out and basically had to add 100 gallons of city water that was chlorinated. And so I suspect that's why my pH is a little bit high, but it does come out of our tap around 8.0, sometimes 8.5, just depending. Anyways, with the nitrite level being so high, this is a great sign. That means I'm growing bacteria. It's clearing up kind of the gucky mess that the fish had pooed and peed in the winter and then ended up dying because they were frozen. And they're also producing nitrates. We've got nitrates in that water. So it's kind of weird. I would have thought all my bacteria died, and I wouldn't expect nitrates this soon. So I'm going to have to put like some lettuces out there in it to start cleaning out some of the nitrates. And I think they could handle the cold, or some other cold weather plants. And we do have some starts in here. So if you'll notice, this is just a little tiny just a tote. I've got some Miracle Grow that's just down here in the water, and a little bubbler, fish tank bubbler going. And because I had this out in my garage at one point, I also put an aquarium heater in there. It keeps the water about 72 degrees or 70 degrees or something like that. And these little guys are starting to grow, so a little bit bigger, and we'll probably move them out into the aquaponics system. I'd like to see 3 or 4 leaves on these guys, and then we'll get more starts going in here. Anyways, thanks for watching, and if you have any questions or advice, ask me, and I'll try to get back to you. Thanks.